This is the Beastmaster Princess on the PlayStation 5 Pro, brought to us today by the amazing people at Gamuzumi. Gamuzumi.com. Check them out, guys. Gamuzumi, the lewd people in the gaming industry. Okay, so if you're watching me live right now on my Twitch channel, I want to say hi, how you doing, and thank you for watching. It means the world to me. If you can't make it to today's live stream, that's okay, and you're watching this back on my YouTube channel, then once again, hi, how's your dog? Thanks for watching. Liking is great. Fantastic if you can subscribe. And come visit me over on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. That's MARBROLAY, M-A-R-B-R-O-L-A-Y. Why not? Okay, so once again, the Beastmaster Princess. Let me tell you what it's about before we dive on in and checking it out, the showcase, I should say. Discover the incredible secret power of the Beastmaster Princess. Take on the role of Kanya, the child of the chief Goro, leader of the Desert Snakes tribe. Lyra, the Beastmaster Princess, about to marry Elven Prince Miri. As the prince travels to meet Laren, his caravan is assaulted by dark elves, and he is nowhere to be found in the aftermath. Now it's up to you and the party allies to investigate and find the prince. The Beastmaster Princess is a fantasy visual novel featuring a diverse cast, branching plot, and multiple endings. So the game features epic fantasy visual novel, players are male or female, both named Kanya, romance, 4 different characters, and over 20 CGs. Okay, it's a single system game, single player visual novel. Once again, the publisher is Gamuzumi. Just got released this year. Gamuzumi have sent the game over to me for stream to all my fabulous viewers out there, so if you're interested, go pick it up, support the publishers and developers. Developer of the game is Winter Wolves. It's available for the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4 and 5, and Steam. Okay. Let's go back to preferences and put some music back on. Oh, and then check out the gallery now. We've never played the game before, so it's got to be nothing in the gallery. But they're just grayed out, so you know. So 5 pages. There's the credits. Check the credits after the stream. Since the scrolling credits takes a bit of a while. Okay, so play the game as... So who are we going to choose? Male or female? I think we chose a female because she's a pretty good looking girl, didn't she? Chapter 1. The Missing Prince. Okay, so this can be pretty hard to read because the text is kind of like, you know, different. So, me being Australian, guys, I do apologise for my mispronounced words and because I'm stupid. Wincing at the brightness, I lift my hand up to shield my eyes from the sunlight shining between barren branches. I can hardly make out Lyra's silhouette. She leads a group and, despite her small stature, her half-elf blood and swiftness have always made her pace quicker than anyone else's. It's so bright, I'm almost looking forward to getting deeper into the forest. Gotta say, the girl on the left, is that me? I've got a massive set of booba. Lyra doesn't acknowledge my comment, but she's too focused on task at hand. Instead, when she speaks, it's a voice of a bit of wisdom that she's picked up over the years. There'll be less snow on the ground if we take this path leading away from the mountains. Though Lyra's fast, I'll still try to keep up with her, and since I feel obligated to keep an eye on her, I have ever since I first laid eyes on her. My father Goro, not Goro from Mortal Kombat, it's a different Goro, had returned from the desert with a small child in his arms, a tiny thing. She was thirsty and hungry. Her naturally pale skin burned red with the expression of her face. My father told me that when they found her, she was curled up trying to cover her face with her little hands. She probably should have died out there on her own. The shaman that cured her said as much. Cured her? Cured her? Oh, I can't see that. Sorry, guys. They were surprised that she'd been able to pull through. even with the aid provided. They told me everything I needed to know. Lyara was born a warrior, ready to fight for her life. We don't know her exact age, but the shaman said that she was probably only a few months old when she was left in the desert. By whom and why was always remained a mystery. Regardless, I've always felt protective of her, and as if it was my duty to make sure that no one hurts her again. She had already been through enough by the time I met her. She doesn't need to suffer anymore. Of course, as much as I want to help her safe, I know that she probably doesn't need my protection. She knows how to use more weapons than I do, and she wields them with lethal speed. I wish we could move this text thing. I want to check out my body. we have to see where the hunt takes us. Okay, so we've got another girl, and she's got a big setter as well. We already know where the hunt has taken you, Layar. What do you mean by that? Luna doesn't chime in that much, but she casts a small smile in my direction, and I instantly know what she is getting at. Though she is slightly older than Lyra and myself, and has the impressive reputation of being the most gifted shaman in the desert snakes tribe, she isn't above joking around. Oh, you know, the other kind of hunt. I don't think I follow. The hunt that has taken you right into the arms of Prince Melio. Hey, that's not funny. Luna laughs, then runs a few paces ahead of us while Lyra eagerly chases after her. Now you can get to see my chest. It's not a bad looking chest. Booba guys, booba. Gamuzumi, the lewd people in the gaming industry. Check them out. Gamuzumi.com. Watching her dash ahead makes me all happier to be out hunting. The upcoming marriage is all us busier than usual, so being as free feels good. It feels normal. As a child of Goro, chief of the desert snakes, I can't let them get too far ahead. My role in the group is to keep them safe. You don't need to be embarrassed about it. I don't like talking about it. He's your fiancé, although I do wish he was a bit younger. Trust me, I wish that even more than you do. Well, Meryl is an elf. I'm sure he'll still quite handsome, even if he is a fair bit older than any of us. I know, it's just uncomfortable. I'll be the one thing I had actually feelings for him, but this is the only marriage of convenience. Even so, it is important to have an alliance with him and his people. The elves of Grand Tree are forced to be reckoned with. It's definitely better to have them as allies. Yeah. Besides, aren't you curious to finally see Grand Tree? If I recall correctly, you wanted to go there since you were a kid. Of course, it's only natural I want to curious to see. The only half of my culture, but it's the only way I can do this is through the marriage. It was my understanding that Lyra, I can't pronounce her name, I really have, Lyra, let's go call Lyra, had some of the decisions to marry Meryl herself. If that's not actually the case, I need to know. Just adjusting the headset, guys, sorry about the noise. Gotta get it comfy though. This is what you want, right? No one is forcing you to do this. No, of course not. Chief Goro has already asked about this sort of thing too. Several times. I'm fine with it. Really. I was even excited about it at first. But as the wielding date gets closer, I'm starting to have all kinds of second thoughts. It's perfectly normal to be scared, Lara. Doesn't sound right, Lara, does it? Liara. Liara. There, maybe that. It's a big change going from the desert to the forest. You get to visit, you'll get to visit us when you ever get settled into your home, right? I'm imagining a big mansion with servants, surrounded by flowers and green trees, singing birds and lush. I'm going to stop you there, Luna. We'll probably end up living in a Tyrib. So, in town, the house will be nice and big, I'm sure, but it won't be anything like you are describing. Triberg, it seems so far away from here, as it would be a completely different world. Yeah, it's pretty far. The three of us have settled into silence. None of us is wanting to bring up the implication of those words. I'll certainly miss... What was the name again? Liara. Liara. I know Luna will too. I just couldn't get it out. Yeah, she's got a big set too, isn't she? Luna is one of my childhood friends. Even though we grew up together, we chose different paths. I ended up specializing in melee combat while she studied to become a shaman. I suppose it was only natural. Even as a child, she was curious about herbs and their effects. I found that kind of stuff boring, but she was the opposite. She was fascinated. For her, it was like uncovering the inner magic present in every little thing. I can sort of see the appeal nowadays, but I would never match her enthusiasm for it. The way she uses nature has to offer great things, like the lotion she prepares for Liara to keep her skin from blemishing under the desert sun. It's simply miraculous. I stop suddenly and signal the others when I see a flicker of movement in the trees. I narrow my eyes and look closer. There, I see a boar. They'll be perfect for the engagement feast. It's a huge one. It is. Let's approach quietly. Liara and Luna both nod, but the moment I take a step forward towards the boar, it dashes away and heads uphill. Darn, he's got a sharp sense of hearing. We'll have to take a mountain trail if we're going to follow. The boar's headed towards Millis Folly. Millis Folly? That's an old name. Why is it called that? Apparently, as a brave but foolish paladin named Marcel chased a group of demons up the mountain and ended up dying there. That's unfortunate. And kind of feels like a worrying not to go after the boar. We're not chasing demons though, it should be fine probably. There he is near our territory's border. I haven't been up there and that many times. It's in the heavenly forest. It might be easy to get lost. Following could lead to trouble. Do you want to pursue it, or should we head back instead? Come on, it's just a forest near a mountain. Nothing to be scared of. Easy for you to say, since you're half-elf. That's nothing to do with it. I say we chase the boar and finish what we started. I know that Liara wants to impress the others' moments. My father is particular. A big boar like that would definitely do the job. On the other hand, it's getting cold and dark, and I'm going to head through the mountains looks dangerous. Kuya, what do you want to do? Okay, we've got a choice, guys, if you're watching me live. Number 1, let's chase the boar, or 2, I suppose we should head back. 1 or 2, first in, first gets it. Okay, Jericho with 2. I suppose we should head back. That sounds boring. It's fine, let's go, but move quickly and quietly. Sorry, Jericho, I ruled you on that one. I was hoping someone would say chase the boar. Don't forget carefully, we're going to be between the mountains in no time. Watch out for the icy and rocky parts of the trail. Jericho says it's all good. Yeah, well, come on, we're going to get excited. We'll be cautious. We'll try not to speak much as we pursue the boar. Then, once we have it in our sights, we look forward to Liara and she nods. Stay back. I take out with 1 hit. Sure enough, Liara moves gracefully and swiftly, getting close to the boar. By the time the creature realizes her presence, she is already poised to finish it off in a single blow. Liara ends the creature and topples it to the ground with a loud thud. Perfect. Good job, Liara. Indeed, very impressive. Mariel will have him make sure he will never get on your bad side. That's right, the praise is unnecessary. It wasn't that hard, alright? It was strange though, and almost as if I could hear his thoughts. Please don't start with that again. I'm not doing it on purpose. It's just what happens. I almost refrain from killing him because of it, but I know we need the meat. We do, and this is a kill that would be enough to feed everyone in a camp. Then I suppose it's worth it. It is. I agree, but I'm afraid our hunt has caused us to stay too far away from home to make it back today. We should set up camp then. We need to prep the boar for the rest of the night. Lucky for us, it doesn't take long to find a cavern, and start a fire with the help of Luna's shaman abilities. Well, now that we've got a fire, I'm going to look around the area and a bit. Make sure it's safe for us here. Give me a chance to gather some herbs too. You want to look for herbs now? There are some plants, mushrooms and flowers that can only be picked at night if you intend to use them in the potions. I'll take a torch with me. Don't worry, this isn't the first time I've done this. Do you want us to come with you? No, it's right. I'll be fine on my own. Are you sure? It's pretty cold out there right now. Honestly, it's pretty cold inside the cave too. Even with the fire going. I have a potion that will keep you warm until tomorrow morning. I didn't think it would bring it more than 1-1 though. That's disappointing. I should have appreciated having a potion like that right now. I am sorry, you two should stay here. Keep warm. Alright, be careful out there. Luna's so lucky to be able to make potions like that. I'm going to freeze here. Body heat works best for keeping warm. That sounds so dirty. It helps. If we're both under the same pelt, it shouldn't be too bad. I suppose. At least you're small. Sharing shouldn't be too bad. Here, come on, under. As she walks over, I find myself noticing how much she has grown, especially the last few years. She isn't shorter than the average child anymore. She is a young woman with a thin but mature frame to match. Of course, with her marriage to Miller and the horizon, now isn't exactly ideal to notice how much she has developed. Why are you staring at me? Don't dare make fun of me. It's fine, you're cute, just a little mature. The arrow responds by lightly elbowing my side. Her cold hand then settles on my leg, making me jump. Geez, your hand is freezing. I can't help it. It's cold. Here, let me see your hands. With the arrow's half-elf blood, her hands are small enough to fit comfortably between mine. I picked up both her hands and pressed them together between my own. I'll warm you up. Thank you. How do your hands stay so warm? They just don't get cold too easy. Once her hands are warmed up, she gently pulls them away and nuzzles up against me. She makes it clear that she isn't warm, since she keeps readjusting to get closer and inevitably rubs up against me. So close for an engaged girl. Enough. Haven't I been teased enough today? I'm just cold. I put my arm around her and pull her closer. It's easier not to think of us being taken away from someone else when we're physically close. It's fine. Just get some rest. We'll be back in the village bright and early tomorrow. Liara falls asleep with her hand resting against my shoulder and stays like that for much of the night. But I'm restless. I'm worried about Luna and where she is. Of course, but also worried about getting back tomorrow with our kill. I just can't sleep. I roll and jerk on the pelt with me. I blink and I realize that I have it all to myself. Rolling over, I see Liara even asleep on her belly. She's enchanting. Okay, she's got a trophy earned called Sleeping Beauty. And my relationship has gone up. Okay, so romance. Certain choices increase the chance. Well, we're getting to see this girl in the background here. This is good. Character's relationship with you. To unlock a specific character's ending, you'll need to have at least 80 relationship points and trigger their love scene. Even with her curves she's developed, she's cute. There's something so pure about her. Her pointed ears poke through her hair and her lips pursed as she dreams. She's unique. Her pale skin and white hair. Her beauty that shifts like sunlight. Cute to the beautiful and back again and again. She's so innocent. I stroke her hair, caressing me. She's also so much to look forward to in the life. She's going to do great things. I'm sure of it. But right now, she's a girl I've known my whole life. More than my best friend. Leaning forward, I kiss her temple. Her nose wrinkles in the cute way it does when she's thinking about something. I pull the pelt back over her, covering her legs, her body, all the way up over her shoulders. I can't believe you're leaving us to get married. Of course she doesn't answer, but the sadness spreads through my head. I'm sure he's a good man, but I'm going to miss her constantly. The world will be a less bright without Liara around. Liara mumbles something softly, then turns her head facing away as she clutches the pelt tighter. I kiss the top of her head again and settle in, letting sleep take me. Once morning comes, we set out with the boy and make it the trip back to the Desert Snakes village. As soon as we get back, one of my father's messengers hurries towards our group. Kanya, Leah, an elf deployment. Yalia wishes to see you immediately. Is something wrong? Please follow me. She wishes to speak with you both in person. Can you help me bring the boar to the villagers first? Sure. We'll leave it to the boar in a few of the village preparing the feast, and we have the message to lead us for the elf deployment. It's saying, the messenger escort us to her. The bows and steps back we arrived. Luna also politely steps aside, leaving only Liara and me to meet with the deployment. Good morning, my name is Kanya. I'm a child of Chief Guru. I'm Liara. I'm a pleasure to meet you. I am Yelenia, a diplomat of the behalf of the Milieu. Did something happen to the way of the villagers? I can't help but notice the bandages on your hands. Yes, unfortunately, our caravan was attacked by bandits. That's terrible. Chief Guru is very worried. The attack was severe. Many of our guards were killed, and worst of all, Miro is currently missing. Do we need to send a search party for him? Maybe we can still track the bandits. Chief Guru already sent a few of his warriors out, remaining soldiers to have a look. I see. Is there something else we can do? For now, we can only wait. After saying goodbye to Yelia, Liara and I exit the room wearing sympathy sober expressions. Neither of us really want to meet Muriel, but we also don't want anything to go horribly wrong with the Alliance, and now that people are dead, it's worse than I ever would have imagined. Since we are back to the village, and surviving elves are being taken care of, we set out to find Hiaka and Maril. Finding them turns out to be easier than expected since Shane has gathered a group of male and female nomads around him. What is that bastard up to now? I keep my voice low and mutter the question as soon as we get close enough to hear what they are saying. Nothing good, I'm sure. Don't let him rile you up like that, you two. It's never worth it. Luna should be telling that to Tiaka because at the moment we overhear him loudly state her claim. Hello there. Takiara is explosive in every way possible. She has a reputation among the tribe of being a hot-headed. It's not surprised that she's taken the loudest out of everyone here. She's more than just words. Sorry guys, I just have to adjust this headset just a little bit more. Okay, that's better. She's more than just words. Tiaka is a warrior like me, but she uses a sword and shield and specializes in more defense and counterattacks than brute force. She claims it's the best technique to use when fighting at close range. After all, she's a famous gladiator from the arenas around Avarondu. I am not sure that she's right about that, but I've seen her in combat enough to know that she knows what she's doing. Sometimes we joke about that she must have Sometimes we joke that she must have come our tribe directly from Diragia, perhaps using one of the famous teleporting portals. No matter what, Takahara is a selfless and loyal friend, always willing to put her well-being of her friends and tribe before anything. This is nonsense. I value my tribe and honor above all else. But even I find this conversation a waste of time. Okay, so there's Shane. Well, Liara's marriage is to that prissy elf. Chief Goro is going to favor her and Kanya. Ridiculous is Liara and Kanya are chosen because they have earned it based on the merit and valor. A chief is supposed to accomplish legendary feats for the benefit of the tribe. I haven't seen them do anything like that of grand. Manli is far from level-headed than Takiara, and they added years of experience, but she jumps in the conversation before Takiara has a chance to yell anything else at Shane. Even though I don't know her as all the others, I've always respected Manlia. She taught me a lot about fighting. She's a veteran, and even if I doesn't like to talk about that much in the past, I believe that she's travelled a lot and seen many things. There are rumours that she's travelled all over Avalon years ago to learn new fighting techniques from various masters. I have yet to find a good moment to ask her the truth, since she's always quiet and off on her own. I do know for sure though, you don't want to cross her path on that battlefield. Both Kanya and Liara are still young. They are ample time of them to prove themselves before the next clan chief is chosen. I do apologise for the dogs in the background, guys. They are not my dogs. They are the stupid bogan neighbour's the dogs. And they drive me nuts every day. They've been barking, not constantly, on and off since 6:45 this morning. I'm going to kill them. But Liara isn't even a true nomad. She's just half elf orphan that Chief Goro was kind enough to pick up when he was abandoned her in the desert. Exactly, can you defend that? She doesn't truly belong to the clan. Lorik, Shane's best friend, or perhaps something more, looks at him with admiration. Shane's right. She has never been one of us. It's not her fault, of course, but that's a fact. You cannot deny who she is. Liara's gaze fallen to the ground, and I step forward, making my presence known. I have stand directly across from Shane. You're going too far, saying things like that. If Chief Guru adopted her, then the rest of the tribe should respect that as well. What Chief Guru did was a noble act, an act of charity, but that doesn't mean that we have to agree with it. But Shane, you didn't object to the marriage, right? If Liara is to be used to gain our tribe an enormous advantage, then everything is fine. Two birds with one stone. She leaves us, returning to her kind. Mind you, we are a political advantage of it. Of course, I am okay with the marriage. Shane starts to laugh, followed by Lurik and the rest of the gang. I am furious at them, but Liara is even more angrier than hearing their laughing. You bastard, I knew you wouldn't miss it, me. Just know the settlement is relocated. Malina holds Liara in place with her strong arm. Things are getting heated. A nomad from the other group steps forward and shakes her head. This is not the proper time for this discussion. There will be no marriage if we don't find Prince Merrill. Several nomad scouts are already out looking for the bandits. Why we waste our time with this? Is that so? Then my men and I should depart as well. We should welcome more people out searching. Let's make it a challenge then, to see who's superior. I have no doubt that my men will find the bandits first. Come on, look, let's go. Yes, this should be fun. You're not taking this very seriously. This is an opportunity for you to prove you are so strong. It's a serious search. Of course it is, but I don't want to see why I can't do both. Or can't be both. Are you going to help, Kanya? Or will you just sit here and wait for someone else to be the hero? I'll find them in the fraction of the time you take you. The argument is interrupted when Chief Goro approaches us. Even Shane has his ambitious amount of bravery falls silent immediately in the chief's appearance. Kanya, Liara, we've run out of medical herbs for treating even visitors. This is not good. We'll need another gather while the sun is still out. Indeed, I'm selling out the search for more, but I would like a few others to accompany me. I will go. I go goodbye. I recognize the plants. I'll be happy to join as well. Malina and I have been preparing to hunt the bandits. Would you like to continue with that goal in mind? Finding the herbs and Prince Merrill's equal importance, please go ahead. Both Takiara and Malina nod as the father turns towards me. Kanya, I would be glad to have you join our search. However, if you want to prove something, I will not object to you joining the bandit hunt. Will you accompany my gathering herbs or join the hunt? Help your father or join the hunt, guys? We're going to join the hunt! I understand. Be careful. Thank you, Takiara, Melina. Let's go find those bandits. We won't let them harm Merrill. Sounds like a plan. Let's get moving. Goro, Leah, and Lana bid the others goodbye before they set off on their request to find the herbs. Once they are out the earshot, Shane scotches over to me to playful cuffs my shoulder. Well, at least you're searching and not guarding. You sure you shouldn't be guarding? That's a task you're more suited for. Shane smirks, turns his furious expression, but Melina interrupts by handing me an extra potion. Come, we have not time to waste. Arm yourself and let's go. As satisfied as I get under Shane's skin, I accept the potion and turn my back on him. My result will do more than any words. We only have a few more preparations to make before we set off into the desert. We've got to hurry. I'll take point. Fine with me. We should head east though. There's more the attack of the caravan. Alright, this couldn't have gotten too far since then. Let's make haste. Yes, before the bastard Shane gets in our way. Takiera's jaw tightens as a mention of the names and we set down the path of a brisk walk. He has no respect whatsoever. Both Melina and I agree, but we have kept our conversation to a minimum as we search around for the bandits. Our movements are swift and quiet in case any of us are hiding. Takara is at the front of the group, her steps quick and her expression furious. She has always wanted to prove herself in battle, and so far there haven't been any chances for her to do so, for us to do so. I know that she wants to be remembered as one of the greatest nomad warriors. I think she could be. She's undoubtedly skilled. She only lacks experience and perhaps a little bit of self-control. Takara is several paces ahead of us when Mira stops suddenly. Kanya, Takara, hold on! Her voice is barely above a whisper, but I am still close enough to hear her. Takara takes a few steps before realizing that we have stopped. It's clear that Marillion has heard something, and she gestures for us to follow her, pointing at the caravan tracks on the ground. And on that note, guys, it's time to save the game. Okay, so there's the main menu. We're back here. We'll check out the gallery now. See what we've unlocked. Okay, we've unlocked the Sleeping Beauty. There it is, Sleeping Beauty. What else? Nothing else. So we unlocked one picture, 4% of the total game script, so only 4%, so it's a big one. It's a big visual novel, guys, with multiple endings. The Beastmaster Princess. Good storyline, great images, lewd as well, so, you know, we get to see some lush boobies. It's not the easiest to read, if I'm being honest. Maybe that's just me, but, you know, because of the writings, you know, it's not just the way the text is. Makes it a little bit kind of harder to read than other visual novels, but overall it's a decent game. I kind of like it. Developer is Winter Wolf, so check them out. Gamuzumi, the publishers of the game, and once again, Gamuzumi, thank you for sending me the game to stream for my fabulous viewers out there. I'm going to give this Beastmaster Princess, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10, the MARBROLAY mini indie game review. I'd like to thank everyone for coming past today's live stream on Twitch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're watching this back on YouTube, thank you for watching. Liking is great, fantastic if you can subscribe. Thank you in advance. Make sure you take care of yourselves and ones you love. Don't forget to feed your pets. Remember, the name's MARBROLAY. Say hi to your dog for me. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.